G'day, Josh from In Your Yard Homestead. Well, today I'm going to go through and talk about swales, and I'm actually going to put some in where I'm going to grow some veggies. Now, I'm going to put this fly screen down because the flies here have been absolutely insane. So what I've done is, I'll be right back. Okay, so I've made up an A-frame with a string and a weight, and I've marked the center of the bottom rail so I know where the level is, and this is what I'll use to determine the contour of the hill to know where I'm going to put the swale for the best effectiveness of it. Alright, so we're going to start marking it out and getting it dug out. Okay, so the A-frame helps you, like I said before, to get the right contour around. So we're going to start off at this level. You can see this level is straight above the marker in there. So I'm going to mark this as best as I can there. And then all you do is you keep that one corner down here and you just turn it around. You just follow your contour . You just can steady the weight. That is pretty level. So once it's straight up and down where it is now, that there is your proper level. So if I go down like this way, you can see that it goes off that mark to that side. And if I go up the hill, it goes back up. Oh, hang on. It goes back over to the other side. Now to find the mark again. It's a bit time consuming, but it is worth doing it properly the first time. And then you just keep marking. If you're doing it on a bigger scale than this, you can use pegs and peg it out. But I'm only doing a small one today, or small couple like today. And again, just follow. So that's a bit low there. Okay. So now, keep following it around until you get it to sit above your mark. See, we're starting to curve back up now. Just steady it. That's pretty close there. Okay. Alright, so these logs here I'm going to use as part of the swale as well. So I'll put this on the downside where the actual soil is going to get thrown over. And we'll cover that bit there, it's going to get broken off. There we go. So now what we do is on this side, we dig our trench. So yeah, we just keep digging along and covering over, and this we'll just get started our mark, and then we can go our depth and width from there. So now digging the soil over and making the mound. This is important, and the log underneath will break down and hold more moisture as well, and build the soil as well. So we'll just keep going with that now, and we'll show you update a bit later on. Okay, so we've done the first swale here. So that's about the depth we need here. Actually, it's probably even a bit deeper than what we need, but I can fill it with a bit of compost and stuff, which I'll show you later. But this is pretty much okay, like the mound. And so we've come right along, back through, all the way up, and I've connected it with the other smaller swale, which still needs a bit of work in the middle there. But I want to bring you up to this part here, because when you plant your trees, you always plant it on the downside of your mound. So you've got your trench on this side, and then you plant on the downside of the hill. And then that way the water seeps down and gets down, and the roots will grow down deeper into the soil, securing the soil, less erosion, better for your tree's health. It's not going to blow over in strong winds and stuff like that. All right guys, we've got some more digging to do, so I'll catch you a bit later. Okay, so we've done 2 swales in the bottom there now. So in the whole area, including the big swale, there's 4. So got the big one there, and you can see just down here I've got a fig tree here, and it's on the downside of the big slope, then the smaller one, and then in between here, this is where I'll grow the vegetable crops. Because the moisture will be holding in the soil longer and keep it, I'll mulch it all, so I'll take you through all that step as well. And the water will fill up back in this one here, and then come back down into this row here, and this will be where I grow more vegetables in between, and then down again, and then I've got to do a bit more extra work here. So that's a complete different area, because the contour of this is all over the place. So what I'm thinking about doing is, you can see there's a lot of erosion here, so I want to stop the erosion, and that's one good thing about swales, can help stop and minimize erosion as well if you do them properly. So we can bring that back, and then the water will slowly seep through under the ground, back into the creek system, then back down to where it's got to go as well eventually. But it just slows it down and holds the water in the soil longer. It's going to benefit the natural trees behind me. And this area here, I'll backfill with heaps of compost, heaps of branches and sticks, almost like a hugelkultur sort of system. But this is going to take a lot of time, so it probably won't be ready until maybe next season to plant, because it's a fairly large area to fill in. Anyway guys, so that's it for this video. Until next time, get going, get growing, and God bless you guys.